Kate from Grow Your Own Joy. I apologize for the construction noise in the background. They're putting in our basement stairs right now. Thank you for bearing with me. I have only been filming a very little bit. We've just been taking the time we need to grieve the loss of our kitty. You know, cats really are family members, and it has been hard. It is getting a little easier every day. So thank you for joining me and sticking with me, and this video will just show little clips of what we've been eating throughout the week, and thank you. It's Monday, and we made this potato and chicken Parmesan garlic bake, and we've never had it before. My husband found it on someone's Instagram. I did add some bell pepper and some onion just to add some veggies, but we'll see how it is. So it's pretty good, but because it's me, it needs something spicy, so I'll probably put hot sauce. For dinner tonight, I have these scallops. They've been in my freezer way too long. Just going to run them under some water to thaw them, and we will sear them in a cast iron pan. Finish them with some butter. We have asparagus from Trader Joe's last week that we never ate. And then I made pasta maybe 2 weeks ago, and I have just a little bit of this gluten-free capellini left, and I have some garlic from the garden from last year that needs to be used up, and some lemon juice and olive oil, and we will just have pasta and asparagus with the scallops. Right, sorry about the bad lighting. Here's the asparagus, the pasta with some lemon juice, olive oil, garlic, red pepper flakes, salt, pepper. Here are the scallops that I still haven't mastered cooking, but they taste good. It is Wednesday, April 5th, and I am making this dirty rice. I just had it in the back of my cabinet, and the box is actually squished. It was really way back there. And I'm just trying to use stuff up. So I have the dirty rice mix. I have a very freezer burnt, it was at the very back of the freezer, I don't know what happened to this thing, of stock that I'm going to use to make the dirty rice. I have half an onion that was left over in the fridge, and I'll probably add a little bit more onion to that. Some celery, and still using up more things. These are peppers that I had gotten on clearance and we didn't get to. So I have this bag of freezer burnt peppers from, I don't know, maybe August. And then I have this container with a few more peppers, so those will get used up. They'll still taste just fine, especially in a dish like this where they're mixed in with a bunch of stuff. And I also have a pound of ground beef from Walden, and again, sorry about the noise in the background. Busy place here. They are putting in the stairs for the basement. We just got our basement floor poured, so that's what's going on here. So I have the onions and the very frosty chopped bell peppers in here, and I'm going to let them soften. I'm also going to chop up some of that celery and get it in here. Once it gets a little soft, I'll also try to get the ground beef cooking in here. And then once all of that is cooked up together, I will add the rice and the broth that I have defrosting in the microwave, and probably a little bit of water to make up. I need 2.5 cups of liquid, or 2.25 cups of liquid. And then it just cooks for 25 minutes. Easy dinner. Phone is dying as usual, but I am boiling up these eggs for deviled eggs, and I am also up this acorn squash for this is the squash that I got on clearance today for like $1.49 for the 2 acorn squash. They do have some soft spots, but it's not enough that it's not worth purchasing, and we will just cut out those soft spots. But we've realized that we do not eat acorn squash as leftovers if it is still in its acorn shape, so I am going to try peeling and cubing it up and roasting it with this honey cinnamon camp mix that I'm trying to use up, and we may be more successful eating it that way. We'll see. I'll update you. Here is the roasted acorn squash. that I had peeled and chopped up. It is very good, and I would make it like this again. It was a little work to peel it, but this is definitely something that's more grab and go for us. And then here are the roasted Brussels sprouts. I just put avocado oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and roasted them at 375. And the chicken was, I'll show you. I marinated these chicken thighs in like balsamic dressing that I had to use up that was left in the fridge. And we are cooking them in the air fryer. Only half of this package fit in, so we'll do the rest after the first batch is done. Here are the chicken thighs, and we're ready for dinner. So I don't have a piping bag, so I just put my egg yolk mixture into a Ziploc bag, and I'll cut the corner and pipe it in to my deviled eggs. I'll put the recipe that I loosely followed down below. There they are, all finished. It is, what day is it? Wednesday, the 12th of April. Yesterday we had leftovers. The day before we had salmon, yellow rice, and broccoli. I just seasoned the salmon and cooked it up in the oven. And today I am just making a pound of this grass-fed ground beef. It's still partially frozen, but it'll be fine. I'm going to cook it up with some onion and some of these reduced red peppers and some taco seasoning, and then we can either do taco salad or nachos, or I think we might have some tortillas in there. So I'm just making the meat. We have guac, we have black bean corn salsa, a bunch of other, we always have sour cream and other taco and Mexican toppings. So we will, I'm just making the meat, and that's it. And then we will be going to a family member's house to celebrate a birthday. And I'm super congested, if you can hear. My allergies are kicking my butt. So, keeping it simple here. So, I just have the meat, the guac, salsa, sour cream, and a little bit of queso, and I'm just going to dunk chips in it. And my husband is making a taco salad.
Taco salad.
Good morning. Happy Easter. If you celebrate, happy Sunday. Coming out my new back deck, and just going to show you the disaster that our backyard has become. We have a lot of landscaping and spring cleanup to do over the next few years. But here's what I wanted to show you. Hold on. So the first thing I need to show you is how my greenhouse is just such a mess. I didn't clean it out last season. Everything in here has died, and also it is just storage because we had to quickly get things cleaned up in the yard for construction. As you can see, it didn't work very well. But here is the exciting thing. I have daffodils. So there's one bunch. Here's the other bunch that's blooming. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm hoping that soon I'll be able to get out here and do some cleanup. Oh, the other thing is my bleeding hearts are coming up. So I can't wait for those. And my bird feeders had to be moved because we had our siding done. So I need to put those back and set everything up. And I want to give them a good cleaning before. So there are actually two more exciting things I wanted to show you. So I don't know if you can see this, but my asparagus that I started from seed last year, it survived and it's starting to come back. So I still won't be able to get asparagus harvest. Here's more right here. I still won't be able to harvest this year, but it is getting established, which is great. And here's the other thing. I don't know if you can see, this is my main garden. It definitely needs cleanup. Too much going on at the end of last year to get things done. But if you can see, my garlic actually did come up. And over here, this is my first time growing shallots. And I don't think it's all of them that I planted that are coming up, but they definitely are coming up. So we'll see how those do this year. And actually, I noticed one more thing. My lilacs that are in my buckets, these will be getting a home in part of our yard once we get it landscaped. They are actually starting to get leaves. So lots of signs of spring out here. Also, lots of trash left over from construction and winter, and lots of things to do. Thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.